We often think big changes require big actions, but real transformation comes from small, consistent habits, what we call atomic habits. An atomic habit is a tiny 1% improvement. Alone, it seems minor, but over time, these small changes compound into remarkable results. Imagine wanting to get healthier. Instead of training for a marathon right away, just put on your running shoes after work each day. That's your starting point. Small habits aren't about achieving one big thing, they're about becoming a new kind of person. Each action is a vote for the identity you want. If you get 1% better every day, you'll be 37 times better in a year. That's the power of compounding. Your outcomes are a lagging measure of your habits. Your net worth, weight, and knowledge all reflect your daily routines. Focus on your system, not just your goals. Goals are the results you want. Systems are the processes that get you there. Winners and losers often have the same goals. The difference is in their systems of continuous small improvements. True long-term change is about building better systems, not just chasing goals. So, don't underestimate the power of tiny habits. They're the foundation of lasting success. Instead of overhauling your life overnight, start with one small, manageable change. Over time, these small actions add up to big results. Your habits shape your identity, and your identity shapes your habits. The secret isn't in making one giant leap, but in taking many small steps. Remember, you get what you repeat. Focus on the process, not just the outcome. Build a system that supports the person you want to become. Let your habits work for you, one small step at a time. That's the surprising power of tiny habits. Every habit, good or bad, follows a 4-step loop: cue, craving, response, and reward. The cue triggers your brain to start a behavior, predicting a reward. Cravings are the motivation behind every habit. You crave the change in state the habit delivers. The response is the actual behavior, which only happens if it's easy enough and you're motivated. The reward satisfies your craving and teaches your brain to repeat the cycle. Understanding this loop is key to changing your habits. If you want to build better habits, focus on each step. Make cues obvious, cravings attractive, responses easy, and rewards satisfying. This framework lets you design good habits and break bad ones. Every habit you have, good or bad, follows this pattern. Master the loop, and you master your habits. That's how habits really work. The first law of behavior change is to make the cue for your good habits obvious. Your environment shapes your behavior more than you realize. Use time and location as cues. I will behavior at time in location. For example, I will read one chapter at 8 p.m. in my living room. Habit stacking works too. After I pour my coffee, I'll meditate for 1 minute. Make cues for good habits impossible to miss. Put your vitamins by your toothbrush or your guitar in the living room. To break a bad habit, make its cue invisible. Unplug the TV, leave your phone in another room. Don't rely on willpower alone. Design your environment to make good habits obvious and bad habits invisible. The easier it is to see the cue, the more likely you'll act. Be the architect of your environment, not its victim. Make it obvious and your habits will follow. That's the first step. The second law is to make your habits attractive. We're drawn to behaviors that promise rewards. Dopamine spikes not just when we get a reward, but when we anticipate it. Use temptation bundling. Pair something you want with something you need to do. For example, only listen to your favorite podcast while exercising. Join groups where your desired behavior is the norm. Surround yourself with people who already do what you want to do. To break a bad habit, make it unattractive. Reframe your mindset. Focus on the benefits of not doing the bad habit. Make the consequences of bad habits immediate and painful, like a no-spend pact with a friend. You control what you crave by changing your environment and your associations. Make good habits irresistible, and bad habits unappealing. The more attractive the habit, the more likely it will stick. Use your social circle and your own psychology to your advantage. Make it attractive, and you'll want to repeat it. That's the second step. Start craving the right things. The third law is to make your habits easy. We naturally choose the path of least resistance. Start with repetition, not perfection. Practice the habit, even if it's tiny. Use the 2-minute rule, scale habits down so they take less than 2 minutes. Read 1 page. Take out my yoga mat. Reduce friction, prep healthy snacks in advance, choose a gym on your way to work. Make starting so easy you can't say no. To break a bad habit, make it difficult. Add steps, remove convenience. Unplug the TV, delete social media apps, set complex passwords. The harder it is to do a bad habit, the less likely you'll do it. Design your environment so the right choice is the easy choice. Make it easy and you'll keep showing up. That's the third step. Consistency beats intensity. The fourth law is to make your habits satisfying. We repeat behaviors that feel good. Immediate rewards reinforce habits. Give yourself a small reward after completing a habit, like a smoothie after a workout, or transferring saved money after skipping an impulse buy. Use a habit tracker. Cross off each day you stick to your habit. The visual progress is motivating. To break a bad habit, make it unsatisfying. Get an accountability partner or create a habit contract with real consequences. The more immediate and painful the cost, the less likely you'll repeat the bad habit. Focus on rewards that align with your long-term goals. Make good habits satisfying, and you'll want to repeat them. Make bad habits unsatisfying, and you'll want to avoid them. That's the final step in the habit loop. Satisfaction is the secret to sticking with change. Celebrate small wins. Let your brain know this was worth it. Meet John. Overweight, tired, and overwhelmed, he wanted to change but failed with drastic plans. Instead, he started small, walking 10 minutes at lunch every day. It was so easy he had no excuse not to do it. Soon, he stacked another habit, drinking a glass of water after his walk. Then, he packed a healthy snack instead of hitting the vending machine. Each tiny change built on the last. Over a year, his walks became jogs, his snacks became healthy lunches, and he lost over 50 pounds. John's transformation wasn't a result of willpower but of small, consistent habits. He became someone who valued his health, one step at a time. Your life is the sum of your habits. You don't need a massive overhaul, just one small, easy habit to start. Floss one tooth, read one page, put on your running shoes, master that, then build on it. The path to change is a marathon of tiny, consistent steps. Your journey begins with a single step. Take that step today. Let your habits shape your identity. Small actions repeated daily create big results. One small step at a time. That's how you change your life. If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. It will encourage to bring more topics like this. Thanks again. See you in my next video.